It's time for a rainy day project. It's a little bit rainy out and I'm looking for a project or something to do. Lately I don't know if I lost them, maybe they caught on a net, but as an artisanal fisherman, I like to make my own little things, and I've lost a lot of I said artisanal with a straight face. I've lost a lot of my dehookers, and I usually make them myself. The last time I made a bunch, I had a proper workshop to work in. I don't have that now, but I do have my welder at home, and I have some stainless rod. It's kind of exciting. I think I got one piece that's probably about, I don't know, a 1/4 inch. Yeah, is that fair to say? Yeah, we got like a 1/4 inch stainless, and then maybe an 1/8 or smaller piece. What it is a dehooker is a T-bar that you can hold in your hand, and then down the middle will be a little piece with a hook on the end so that you can flip the hook. I use it mostly with fluke fishing. Fluke are hard to hold, and it's nice to just grab the hook, grab the line, grab the hook, flip it, and pop them off. You only get 200 pounds, but you gotta do it quick. So you never know if you're gonna drift over another one or not. So it's a good time saver, something to do. So this is an attempt at making a dehooker. The last time I did this, I did have a real shop, and I was able to drill holes through the stainless rod. My drill press is a tired machine. It has a little bit of a wobble, and I don't have a drill vise to hold this, or even like any channel iron or anything to hold it into angle iron to keep it at an angle to get a straight drill through it, which did make it a lot easier. I was able to drill a hole through it, stick the little piece in, and then tack weld a little spot on the back. But today I'm going to see if I can just weld this little rod to it, just right angle, see if we can use that. But first things first, we gotta make a little bend at the end of this. So before, I also had a vise. I was able to pin it. I think I'm going to try to maybe make a nail and a board, and then put some vice grips on it, hold it, and then just bend it. And I'll show you. So it's a little odd, I couldn't find an actual couple nails, but I do have, in any new home project, I do have sheetrock screws. So my plan is to put two really close together. Use one as kind of the, I don't know what I'd call it, but like so this one will be the one that's bent around. This one's going to hold the end so it doesn't bend too far. It's kind of a good idea because underneath there's only a limit of how far the rod can go. So we're going to stick the rod in there, try to bend it around. Should probably get some sort of vise to get it down to the, not vise, a clamp. Hold it down onto the thing. But stainless is actually really easy to bend, so I'm not really too worried. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to jam this in. It looks like we're going to bend this. We're going to need to get more vise. So alright, we get 2 clamps on it. We're going to jam this rod into the tiny little gap that I've created. I would say stainless usually bends pretty easily. You don't hit other stuff around your house. Oh man, this place is a mess. You want to get very close. Seeming to be very hard. Pull harder. Pulling on it. Oh no. So we've got some way. I'm going to change the angle of this to try to get more space in my tiny garage. When you bend metal, it gets a little bit warm.
here. Ow, that always hurts. Alright, so it's still in there. I wish I could pull it tighter to this thing, but it's sliding. I don't remember if I heated it the last time I did this. There you go. That's not as nice as I'd like it to be. We may straighten this back out a little and then pinch it. Because I just want to pinch. That's not going to work because that's how we went to get it on. Gotta flip it to open it a little. Oh, maybe we don't. So, there it is. A little bit of a hook. I like to be tighter, so I'm going to see what happens if I hammer it. Well, of course I couldn't really hammer it because I don't have a proper vise, but this will actually work fine. Just need a width of a hook shank to fit in there. And that of course is much wider than a hook shank. I usually like to have this as a, I don't know, 9 inches. So 9 inches a span. Yeah, about 9 inches from the T-handle. So imagine holding it like that. Boop. So I'll cut it 9-inch mark, and then we'll see if we can tack it on. Let's try it out.
So first things first is I'd like to cut a piece generally about the size of my hand, and to do that I usually have a Sharpie to mark it, but I don't have one today, so let's one-hand it. So we just have to make a mark about where this pencil tip is. Pencil works great on stainless, as you can see, or maybe it doesn't, but there you go. We'll cut the little T, come right back, see how it works out.
So here it is, the cut piece. I would say that it's, yeah, close to 9 inches, a 9-inch thing. I like 9 inches. It works. So what I usually do is I tack it. What I usually do is drill a hole through it and then slide this in and tack it at the top. But I have no way to drill something for it to come out that way. But the way that you want it to work out is so that the hook is facing up or down or whatever. If it's off to the side, I'm sure that would work. It's just, I don't know, ergonomically. Maybe it would even be best for it to be off at an angle, but I've always made them like this, which is going to be harder now that I'm going to try to weld this straight to this rod. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to tack it. See how it turns out. Should be plenty strong. Then when we're done with that, we'll round out some edges. See how it works out. So the hope is to get the middle of this bar, which I don't know how important that even is either. So we're at 4 7/8. I'm terrible at math, so that 2 1/2, a little under 2 1/2, 2 6/7/16 maybe. I don't know. Let's just put a mark on it. And that's where ish we're trying to weld it. think that's the middle. I'm not sure it matters, other than if somebody else looks at it and judges me. Don't judge me, we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna weld this and I'll be right back. So definitely not gonna make it onto my lifetime best achievements in welding, but it's on there. I'm gonna do some cleaning of it. It's still a little bit warm. Do some cleaning of it, but still a dehooker. Grind down the edges a little. Get rid of these little spatter. I don't know why there's so much spatter. And then give it a try. You're not on the old boat. The problem I always have with these is they get stuck in a fluke net or something and then somehow end up going over. But it's fun, something to make, quick, rainy day project. T-handle. Somehow I get this thing tighter last time. I don't know how I'll get it any tighter now, but it should work fine. Probably make a couple more of these, then grind them down a little, and then to the boat. Thanks for watching.